Welcome to a very special episode of the Barbie You Can Be Anything series. There are so many amazing jobs and people that help us explore the universe. Today, we get to meet some of those brilliant people. Ready for takeoff. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off!
You can do anything you want to do. You can be anything.
Hi, I'm NASA astronaut Kayla Barron, here with you in the cupola aboard the International Space Station. The cupola is the biggest window we have aboard the space station, and one thing that's really cool about it is it shows us 360-degree views. Right now, we are orbiting over the southern United States. Actually, looking out the window off to my left here, I see our hometown of Houston. We're passing over Houston right now, where Mission Control helps us operate the space station every single day. We get a really unique perspective up here. I think the most common thing astronauts say when they look out this window for the first time is they notice how interconnected our planet is. When you look at maps in class, usually they're colored to show the borders between states or countries, but up here you recognize that the Earth is really connected. In addition to just getting to look out the window and see some incredible things like auroras, volcanic eruptions, amazing sunrises and sunsets, we also can document what our experience is like, both for our memories, but also for science.
Have you ever dreamed about what it would be like to go to outer space? I know I have. Today, we'll hear from astronauts about what it's like to float among the stars. How amazing is that? I never really thought about all the different careers out there in space other than the obvious ones like astronaut or scientist.
Oh, we'll still need those, and engineers, and all the other cool jobs people do to get us into space. But once we're there, the sky's the limit.
Literally.
We are in the cupola right now aboard the International Space Station, and we wanted to share a little bit what it's like to live and work in space. Raja, what are some of your favorite things to do besides work on the ISS? What do you like to do in your free time?
Well, I think my favorite thing to do in my free time is two things, really. Come to the window and look out the window. On the Earth, if you live really far north or really far south, every once in a while you might get to see the aurora, but up in space, you get to see it pretty much every day if you come out here, and you can see it when you look towards the poles, and it's really cool. It looks like a green curtain dancing around on the Earth. And then my second thing that I like to do is just float. And so just like the microphone floats, we get to float. And so getting to fly through the different parts of the station is pretty cool. And I'll miss that when I come back home and having to walk again. I'd much rather fly around.
Close your eyes. Take a deep breath and imagine you are in space. What would that be like to have your arms and your hair just weightless? To have objects just floating and moving slowly and quietly past you?
Every single day we do cool science and engineering research here in this module, including one of my favorite projects aboard the space station, the Astrobees. The Astrobees, like Bumblebee here, are actually free-flying autonomous robots that are capable of doing simple tasks, different chores around the station, so that astronauts, human astronauts like me, can focus on doing the things that only humans can do. A few examples of the cool things that the Bumblebees can do, things like looking for lost items. They could either use their camera or a special sensor that reads a special tag called an RFID sensor to look for things that we lose, which unfortunately happens all of the time up here because objects float. So if you let go of something and look away for too long, it might sneak off and you might not see it again. So Bumblebee could help us find it. It's a really cool project because there are a lot of scientists and engineers on the ground that are coming up with really creative jobs to train the Astrobees to do. And in future missions, like on the Moon and Mars, we're going to become more and more dependent on robot companions, both inside our habitats where we live and also outside. They could gather data or scout new areas for us to go explore on spacewalks. So Astrobees are really fun to work with. I personally can't wait to see what they're going to teach them to do next.
We're learning learning how to grow our own food on Mars. So we'll need farmers and chefs and nutritionists who will make sure we have plenty of yummy, balanced breakfasts.
Right now, I'm here at our Veggie Facility, which is a really cool laboratory that allows us to grow plants in space. Scientists are working really hard to understand how to grow plants in space for a couple of different reasons. They could help improve our air quality. It's actually a huge psychological benefit. It makes us feel good to take care of living creatures, even if they're plants. When we got here, Mark had just harvested chili peppers. We ate them in a taco night. It was really fun. One cool scientific discovery that's come out of this facility, we've actually found even in space, in this apparent microgravity environment, plants still grow in one direction, towards their light source. So as long as they have consistent light, they'll all grow upward towards the light at the top of this facility. Hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about the Veggie Facility and all of the awesome space botany we do up here aboard the International Space Station.
Thanks a million for hanging out with me and our super talented new friends. Aren't they so inspiring? It's great to hear how people are following their dreams. It reminds us that you can be anything. See you next time.
You can do anything you wanna do. You can be anything you wanna be. You can do anything you wanna do. You can be anything.